Hey everybody, it's Joel, JRC02. I had mentioned in one of the videos that I did that I was setting aside all my gas promo vehicles, and I would do a separate video. And as I was going through my loose collection over a couple videos, I found more cars to add. Turns out a lot of them are duplicates, but that's okay because some of them are still in the baggies and then some of them are loose, so it'd be easy to take a look at them. But what I also included in this was the mainline cars that have Gulf promos, and we'll just do those first, but just for lack of a better place to keep them or organize them, even though they're not gas promos from the actual gas stations, I'm including them in here. So the biggest ones they've been doing are the Gulf ones. So this is a Zamac. I guess this came out last year or the year before. I don't know if it was last year or this year. The Zamac 4GT with the Gulf livery. Okay. Here is the 70 Chevy Chevelle Gulf livery in the Gulf blue and orange. Here is the, I forget what they're calling this one, that open wheel racer. D&D 500 type car, Gulf livery. And here we have the Corvette. I probably do have more Gulf cars, but they're probably with their respective cases, you know, meaning that they came, you know, with the Chevys and Corvettes and all that good stuff. Any case, in keeping with Gulf, these are some older ones. I don't know exactly when these came out, but this one is all metal. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names of all these cars, so I do have this in other castings. Okay. Then we have the blimp. And we one side's the Hot Wheels, the other side is Gulf. So we got the blimp. Here we have the 57 T-Bird, still in the baggie, but we can take a closer look at it because here we have the same 57 T-Bird, not in the baggie. All right, so two examples. It's hard to see a little bit because the Hot Wheels logo is imprinted on the baggie itself. So, but it's the same car. No interior in this car because it has probably no interior. I can't see in there. I thought it was windows all the way around, but maybe I'm mistaken. It's just very dark smoked windows, but I just can't see if there's an interior in there or not. Okay, so 57 T-Bird. Here we have the blimp in a baggie. Here we have the, I guess the Peterbilt tanker truck. I think this is known as the Peterbilt. Copyright 1991. It's a plastic base. So it came out in the 90s because the copyright is 1991 because I don't recall having seen these in the 2000s. It's a cheaper model because the tanker trucks on the high end they have like the pipes that come out the side. Okay, and this doesn't have it. And then I have the same car in the baggie, or the same truck in the baggie. Okay, so 3 of the baggie cars. Here, Shell had done the these gasoline promos, and here we have the open wheel racer. Okay, it's the same casting as this Gulf one. So they actually look pretty good, orange and yellow like that. Here is a casting I collect, the Purple Passion casting. Can't tell. Yeah, that's got the imprint for the rear license plate. So this is an older casting with the basic white walls, basic wheel white wall. Of course, that's in the baggie, as can be seen. So let's flip this case around. But what I have most of are Getty cars. Okay, we've got Gulf. 1, 2, 3 different castings of Gulf. We have the 57 T-Bird, the tanker truck, and the blimp. And I've got 4. I got the Indy 500, but 3 of the castings I also have in the baggie as they came. It's kind of cool. Put that aside. 2 Shell cars. I don't know how many came with all of them. I don't know if these were all out in 1 year or over multiple years, you know, with some years in between where they didn't have them. That I just don't know. But here's an older casting, because we have the Nissan 300Z with the Ultra Hot wheels, and check this out, opening doors. Now, we don't see that anymore, and it's a U.S. market edition. It's left-hand drive. Okay, so, and that is a metal base on that car. So my best guess is this probably, if I had to guess, because without looking it up, that's all I am doing, is probably came out in the 80s, the late 80s. Okay, so here's the Tampa work. It looks like it's a little bit offset just because of the inlet here on the hood, so it's not perfectly centered, the stripe. I got 2 examples of this. I think this is the Toyota MR2. So again, you know, I know there's a lot of JDM collectors, and these are so far Japanese cars, but not all of them are. They just happen to be Japanese cars. So I think this is the Toyota MR2. Can't read the bottom, but maybe if you want to pause and see if you can read that. It just says for ages over 3, 1991 Mattel Incorporated. Okay, so these came out in 91, the Toyota MR2. I guess the late 80s, but you know, late 80s, early 90s. No difference in these that I could tell. All right. Now, I have the phone resting against something, so hopefully, you know, we can see these. Now, also in another video, I had a VW Bug I showed, and there wasn't any Tampa on the roof, but it looked like this VW Bug. So I don't know if that was a bug, it had it rubbed off completely, or it came from something else, but I have that saved with my you know, German cars and VW Bugs. Okay, but this one has just the Getty logo on the roof. Okay. Here is, oh God, I can't remember the name of this casting. Jet Threat. I think this is Jet Threat. and there's the Getty logo on the rear wing. Okay, so set that aside. Here we have the Range Rover, I think this is, the casting, Range Rover. Oh, and probably this is 1991 too, but the thing is all messed up in there, so you can't tell for sure for the copyright. I would go with the copyright on the piece of paper that came with the car to know when it came out, as opposed to when the actual vehicle first came out. All right, but here is the Range Rover. I think that's a Discovery. Here we have, based off a Chevy truck, this is was known as Power Plower, and it had a front scoop. I can't remember what the other name of it was, but the light bars are all there still in a perfectly sealed baggie. And hopefully you're getting a good look at the Getty logo. Looks like a road winding into the logo. And this looks like it was copyrighted 1991. Okay, so that's another 1991. Another one of my favorite castings is the 63 split window Corvette. Black with Getty logo. Just some stripes on the side, nothing on the top or the front. With the basic wheels. And $1991. So I'm going to go with 91 for these cars. Here we have a Ferrari. I'm not up on my Ferrari, so I don't know if this is a Testarossa, a 512. I don't know. Maybe someone could let me know. That's an interesting color on there. It's the baggie's kind of like worn out. And how much you want to bet this is from 91? Not only that, just because of the Ultra Hots on there. That was the wheels that were kind of common on some stuff back then. So we can probably go with 91 for this one too. I do like that color. I can't. It's like a bronze, brown, dark maroon, burgundy. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a Testarossa. Okay. Darn, what the heck is this? I don't know off the top of my head. I can't remember. That is just a BMW. I think that's the BMW M1. I think it went by a different name, Street Beast or something like that. Whether this one went by that name or not, I don't know. Okay. Here we have, I think this is a 959, Porsche 959. The casting is older, from the late 80s, but all metal. There's some nicks on this one on the bottom. And then we have it here in baggie. So perfectly preserved one in a baggie. And again, I think we'll go with 1991 for that. I could have sworn I also had a loose one of these Camaros. I'll have to go through my Camaro collection again. I might have left it in the case with that when I went over all my Camaros from the Fatatech Challenge, Fatatech-Miami Challenge. All right, so we got this. And this has the Ultra, the Hot Ones wheels. And that's got a little bit of suspension from the Hot Ones wheels on there. It's hard to tell because it's on a mat. But I don't think there's any difference between these two. Here we have the blown Camaro. This is in really good condition. I know that some of these cars in the baggie, the two shells, some of the Getty cars and the Gulf cars in the baggies, some of the Getty cars in the baggies, I don't think all of them. I bought those on eBay last year, and I don't recall what I paid for them. I probably wouldn't have bought it if it was like terribly high. Here we have a VW Golf. I think that's a Golf. This, I think I stopped at a Getty station and picked this one up myself. Okay. So, and that was in the early 90s, so that was probably me. Here we have another of the Getty 300Zs. So I got two of those. All right, doors open, very good. Don't see that anymore, not on a Hot Wheel. Okay, not metal. Metal on metal, doors open. Here we have a Thunderbird, Ford Thunderbird Stalker. They called it Thunderburner, but it's a Thunderbird. It's a Ford Thunderbird. Okay. And another in the Japanese JDM, we have the Mazda Miata. Metal on metal. And here we have the baggie. Again, I don't see any variation in these cars. Some of them I forgot I had until I was going through my stuff, and I just happened to come across it, you know, doing other videos. So I'm trying to put them all together and so you can see them all in one group. So I do have some duplicates, and all in all, they're in really, really, really good condition, the open ones, okay? So, you know, I'm kind of happy about that. And it's just something unique. Just wish I had room to display it all. Anyway, tell me what you think. I hope you liked the video. By all means, please leave comments down below. And I hope you all have a good week. And if you're new to this channel, you can subscribe by going to the upper left corner at the end of the video and subscribing to my channel. All right, everybody, take care.